Golf might seem calm and precise, but when things go wrong, they go spectacularly wrong.
Just fails him. The back just gives up. And now the question is he going to be ready for the rest?
From Tiger Woods collapsing mid-swing with a back spasm to Adam Long desperately swinging at a ball submerged in water, only to end with a crushing quadruple bogey, these moments are pure heartbreaks. Which of these disasters will hit you hardest? Let's find out. Starting off with Tiger Woods and the back spasm disaster.
And we've seen this last couple of holes. What's going to happen?
If there's one thing Tiger Woods has taught us, it's that he's a legend, but even legends aren't invincible, especially when their own body decides to betray them at the worst possible moment.
Is he going to cut? Oh
my God, this is probably...
Picture this, the GOAT of golf lining up for a perfect swing. The crowd's holding their breath, the stakes are high, and then, bam, his back gives out mid-swing, and he drops to the ground like he's just been tackled by an invisible linebacker. I mean, can you even imagine the pain, not just physically, but emotionally? It's gut-wrenching to watch someone like Tiger, who's been through so much, crumble like that.
40 yards, maybe 50 yards left of the green.
The brutal irony? He was right in the thick of chasing a top spot, trying to prove once again why he's Tiger freaking Woods. And then just like that, his body said, "Not today, champ."
It went down in pain.
Down. And boy, when it goes in a spasm that bad,
you've got to wonder how he kept his composure, because if that were me, I'd be screaming at my back like it owed me money. But that's the thing about golf, it's as much about endurance as it is skill, and sometimes no amount of talent can fight off your body's limits. Watching Tiger in that moment was a harsh reminder that even the greats aren't immune to the game's brutal unpredictability. Next we have Trey Mullinax's failed attempt on the 17th hole.
This looks like it might carry on top. Oh, easy.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Trey Mullinax's 17th hole was less of a golf round and more of a live demonstration of Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. The guy couldn't catch a break. Every single time he hit the ball, it seemed magnetically attracted to the water.
Get down.
You know that feeling when you're playing mini golf and the ball keeps rolling back to where you started. Multiply that frustration by about 1,000 and you'll get an idea of what Trey went through.
Blow the arms down. Hit a feel shot. Get down.
One. By the time he was on his 6th or 7th stroke, you had to wonder, how does anyone even keep track at that point? Like, do you just stop counting after a while and hope for the best? The mental toll must have been insane. One second you're thinking, okay, I've got this, and the next, you're practically swimming to fish your ball out of the drink for the 3rd time.
That went off a little bit. Easy.
What makes it even more painful is knowing Trey had been having a decent game before everything went sideways. Instead of ending the round on a high note, he set a record for all the wrong reasons, but hey, at least he can laugh about it now. Right? Probably not. On number 3, we have the Colin Morikawa 2-stroke shock.
Colin Morikawa received a 2-stroke penalty for a mistake during his 3rd round.
Colin Morikawa's 2-stroke penalty was the kind of plot twist that makes you want to throw your golf club into the nearest sand trap. One minute he's cruising along, minding his business, and the next, bam, blindsided by a rule he probably wasn't even thinking about.
Got assessed a 2-stroke penalty on 4 yesterday for...
So here's what happened. His caddy jotted down some slope measurements in the yardage book during practice, which, fun fact, you're not supposed to reference during the actual game. I know, it sounds ridiculous, right? Like, who's even checking for that?
Deemed to be an okay thing, and the only reason why...
Well, apparently Matt Fitzpatrick was. Yeah, Colin's own playing partner casually mentioned it to the officials, and next thing you know, Colin's 2 strokes poorer and probably side-eyeing Matt for the rest of the round.
He had asked other officials, he had asked other caddies, and it sounded as if other people were doing this.
Can you blame him? It's like being called out for breaking a rule you didn't even know existed. And honestly, how petty does a rule have to be for something that insignificant to cost you the game?
But look, from our understanding, it was fine to use a level on the practice green.
But hey, that's golf for you. It's rigid, unforgiving, and a little too obsessed with the fine print. Poor Colin. He went from a solid 10 under to 8 under. And just like that, his shot at the title was gone. Sometimes it feels like golf loves to kick you when you're down. And yet, again we have Tiger Woods' 2-stroke penalty. Tiger Woods and a stick. Sounds harmless enough, right? Wrong. In 2013, during the BMW Championship, a single stick turned into Tiger's worst nightmares. So here's the deal. Tiger's ball landed in the rough, and he started clearing some loose sticks around it. Totally normal stuff, except one of those sticks decided to cause chaos. When he moved it, his ball shifted ever so slightly. Like, we're talking the tiniest movement, barely noticeable. But in golf, barely doesn't matter. Officials later reviewed the footage and decided that the ball didn't just oscillate, it moved. And that, my friend, is a 2-stroke penalty. I know, ridiculous, right? Tiger argued it didn't actually move, but the rules are the rules, and they weren't bending for anyone, not even him. That little shift turned his double bogey into a quadruple bogey, derailing his entire round. Can you imagine the frustration? You're out there trying to focus, and suddenly you're penalized for something so minuscule it takes slow motion replay to even see it. It's stuff like this that makes golf both amazing and maddening. But hey, it's a harsh reminder that in golf, even the tiniest misstep can cost you big. On number 5, there's Patrick Reed's embedded ball controversy. Patrick Reed, always finding himself in the middle of some golf drama. This time it was all about an embedded ball at the 2021 Farmers Insurance Open. So here's what went down. Reed's ball landed in the rough, and he claimed it was embedded. Fair enough, right? The rules say you can take a free drop if your ball is embedded, but here's where things got messy. Instead of waiting for an official to inspect the ball, Reed just picked it up and made the call himself.
Yeah, I feel a lip on it.
See? Yeah, I mean, I thought so, but I just wanted to double check. Yeah.
Cue the chaos. A volunteer said the ball hadn't bounced, but video footage showed otherwise, which made the whole embedded claim a little sketchy. Now, technically, Reed didn't break any rules, but let's be real. Golf is all about appearances, and this didn't look great. Fans were fuming. Golf purists were clutching their pearls, and
Yeah, you're right, Nick. It's a new rule in that, but I just want to ask Ken, just for my own.
The thing is, Reed has a bit of a reputation for bending the rules, so this just added fuel to the fire. Should he have waited for an official?
Feels like, well, since I picked it up to check, I mean, it seems like it broke ground, but I want you to.
Did he technically do anything wrong? Not really, but in golf, perception is everything. Love him or hate him, Reed knows how to keep things interesting, even if it makes people's blood boil. Lastly, Adam Long's quadruple bogey went directly into the water.
His man's going to be there just in case he falls backwards.
Oh man, Adam Long's water adventure was the kind of moment that makes you cringe and laugh at the same time. Picture this. The ball is barely peeking out of the water, and Adam decides, yeah, I can totally hit this.
Don't try to hit the ball. Try to hit it about just like a bunker shot.
Now, I don't know about you, but anytime someone takes a shot like that, you're already bracing for disaster. And sure enough, it did not go well.
You basically have to either try it again or you go all the way back to the drop zone.
First swing, a total dud. He hit so far behind the ball, it looked like he was trying to create a new pond, not get out of one. And the poor caddy, he's standing there like, am I about to get drenched? Luckily, no one got soaked, but Adam's scorecard was drowning.
Second shot found the water, took 2 cuts at it, had to take a drop after he couldn't get it out of the water.
After a couple of failed attempts, he had to take the walk of shame back to the drop zone. At that point, you've got to wonder if he was questioning all his life choices. By the time he finally got on the green, the damage was done. A quadruple bogey, 4 extra strokes, just like that. The worst part? Losing momentum and having to shake it off for the next hole. You've got to give him credit for trying though. Golf is brutal like that. One bad swing and it's game over. Which of these tragic golf moments hit you the hardest? Let us know in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep insight into golf's most heartbreaking moments, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe to our channel. We've got more stories of triumph, heartbreak, and everything in between coming your way. Stay tuned.